What's poppin'? It's your boy Jose, man, and we just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard, man. You know what it is.
I ain't even got no time. I need the baddest bitch. She gotta match my fly. You give a cash.
All right, we got Jose off the porch with us today.
What's going on?
How you feeling today, man?
Man, I'm good. I can't call it.
Yeah, appreciate you coming by, man. All the way from Cincinnati, right?
Oh yeah, yup. Appreciate you too.
Yeah. How you been holding up during this whole coronavirus pandemic?
Man, I've been looking at it as opportunity because it's like the world on standstill. So I feel like everybody even right now.
Yeah.
So instead of just being on I'm being in a house, like I'm moving around. I'm gonna still be in motion.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna attack where everybody sleep.
Yeah.
So that's how I've been looking at it. But it's crazy though. It's definitely crazy.
They got any curfews or lockdowns up there in Cincinnati right now?
I heard they about to start one, so it ain't going to effect yet, but I heard they about to start one. So probably while I'm down here, they probably started. Yeah, so I done escaped it.
Yeah. What else you got working on here in Atlanta for this trip?
We got a video shoot tomorrow with Hood Rich, and then we got something today at 6 with Street Execs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I don't know. I don't know if it's still gonna go on or what's going on, but like it's like a performance or something. So I don't know what's going on with it. Yeah.
How often do you get out here to Atlanta?
I try to come at least like once every couple of months. I need to come a little bit more, but I visit like at least 10 times a year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shit, that's pretty often, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so talk to us about life in Cincinnati.
Life in Cincinnati, I mean, it's pretty much like everywhere else, but it's Cincinnati. It's like, you got your bad part, you got parts cool, and it's just like certain places where it's just like a lot of people just like, nah, don't go there. But you know what I mean? Like it's got its ups and downs like everywhere else though.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying? Like, but the part I'm from, like, is like one of the worst parts. So, like, I mean, it's just like any hood for real though, everybody just trying to make it out. So, struggle, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, you from the West End.
Yeah, down the way. Yeah, West End.
So it's much rougher on that side than the rest of the city?
Yeah, like you got other rough parts. Well, now it's like everywhere rough because it's like the time's different. So it's like everybody kind of on the same team now. But yeah, it was like definitely one of the roughest places. Like you gotta really, like to be down there, it's rough. So.
Has the city changed much since when you were younger to now?
Yeah, a whole lot. Cause there's more areas that's rough now. It's like everywhere, anything can happen everywhere. Where to when I was like younger, it was just my neighborhood. It was like more crime going on. Like you had few neighborhoods that was just like, oh yeah, these crime infested areas. But now it's like people shooting everywhere. It's like kids got guns everywhere. It's accessible everywhere, especially like the internet and all that it made. Even suburban kids, like they now want to carry guns or, it's accessible. Where then it's like before you had to really be in the streets or you had to really be outside to really, know what's going on. And like, so the difference is like more, it's violent everywhere. That's the only difference really. Like, but.
How old were you when you jumped off the porch?
I mean, shit, it depends on like, what you mean with jumping out the porch? Because it was like I was always outside. Like I was exposed to everything when I was young. Like I grew up around like my uncles and they was already in the streets when I was 6, 7 years old. So the things I saw in my house on a day to day was different than the average kid. So if you saying like been off the porch like 6, 7 years old, like I got my first tattoo at 10.
Oh really?
So I've been outside. I hung with all the older dudes. I ain't had no big brother, so it was like them the people that I looked up to. So. Yeah, like I've been off the porch.
Yeah. Do you have anyone to kind of guide you in the streets?
Yeah. Like I said, I had uncles. Then I had my pops in my life too. So it was like, he probably the reason that I didn't get as in much trouble as I did. Because, like he went the right way and it was like, okay, cool. Like, all right, let me make sure I stay kind of cool because of him. So,
Talk to us about your brother, Rell.
Oh, yeah. That was like, we 3 years apart. And I was like, my best friend. I was just like, to be honest, this is my younger brother. He was off the porch before me. Like, so I learned a lot of stuff from him. Like, he come in the house, he teaching me how to weigh stuff up. And I'm like, how the hell you know this? Like, he 10, 9, you know what I mean? So it was different. Like, but with him, it was like, I mean, like my best friend for real, like growing up, like we did everything together. We was always with each other, you know, like had each other back. It was like I mean, the oldest of 9 kids. So it's like we took care of the family, watched over everybody, made sure everybody was straight. But crazy thing is, like, even though we was, you know, our environment, he still went to school every day. So he was like 4.0 student.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? Went to college and everything. Cause he actually, you know what I mean? He was going to college and he got killed. Like somebody tried to run in his room and, you know, robbing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So it's happened in 2012. But like, yeah, he was educated, but it was street. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah.
How did that incident change your outlook on life?
Oh man, it was like, it probably like made me like cold to a lot of things. Cause before it was just like, I was the cool, you know what I mean, laid back always, you know, he was more outgoing. And then it just made me feel like, oh yeah, anything can happen, like real. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, you lose people like, you know what I'm saying, grandfather, grandmother, and you like, okay, that's supposed to happen. Like, but when you lose somebody like you never thought you would lose, it'd be like, oh yeah, this is serious, it's short. So everybody around me now, it's like, I protect them different. It's like, you know, I don't let people get too close to them. And it's just like the way I'm with them is totally different. But the outlook, it just showed me how serious life was. Like, and it's like at any moment, anybody around me or even me, I can be gone. So cherish the people around you. And then, you know, also live life. Like, don't be scared to live. Like, so before where it was less like, I was like, I said, a laid back person, cool, quiet, like, now it's like, ain't no fear. It's like, fuck it, where we at? What we doing? Like, where we gotta go? You know what I'm saying? So it changed me a whole lot. And it just made me, like I say, love the people around me more.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So how old were you when you first started making music?
Like, actually, I always knew how to rap my whole life. Like, since I was a kid, like I said, hung around my uncles, they listened to whatever going on in music, you know, we outside, everybody just freestyling. So I've been doing it. But like actually got serious with it, like really like made a song or something, it was probably about 18. It was just fooling around and like, cause we been, you know, when I was a kid, they used to have the tapes and we'd go and put the little piece of paper in the tape and record and make the music. So we been doing that, like, but like really got like a real studio. I might have been like 18, I made a song and turned out like good and, you know, people was, you know, vibing with it, so. But like, I've been trying to do it. It was just like so many like setbacks with it. Like, yeah.
What motivated you to start taking it serious?
Because it's like everybody said I was good at it. Like, you know, when you like, then it's something I love to do because I grew up, that's all it was. And me and your house is just nothing but music, you know, it's inspiring. Whatever mood or whatever you're going through, you know, your mama playing music, cleaning up, or, you know what I'm saying, just you hearing it everywhere. So the influence and then lifestyle on it. I seen, you know, people go from nothing to something. So I'm like, okay, yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And so.
Who were some of your musical influences?
Growing up, like Tupac, you know, you got like, my biggest probably was like Master P, because it was just like, it wasn't far as lyrically, but the way he did things, like the way he changed and stuff he did, it was just like for a person that come from like life and be like, man, this dude did everything I could dream of that I want to do. Yeah. So it was like, that's a big influence, but you know, there was a lot of people, I love music, so I listen to everybody.
Yeah, definitely. What's the music scene like in Cincinnati right now?
It's crazy because it's lit right now. It's like we got a lot of dope artists, like a lot of them. It's just, ain't nobody really broke through yet, but it's like we got a lot of talent up there. Like, and it's like, it's starting to get recognized, but it just ain't nobody broke through. Plus it's a, you know what I mean, smaller city than a big city. So it's like getting out there or, you know, it's way tougher than, you know what I mean, being in a city where it's somebody who made it, like compared to like, okay, you go somewhere else and they got artists who made it. So the dream is like visible to them. Like, oh yeah, they seeing, but we ain't seeing up there. So it's like, man, shit like way impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like an artist can make it from Cincinnati or would they have to move to a bigger city like Atlanta or?
I mean, like, they can make it, but they can't stay there. They have to go somewhere else and then come back, you know what I'm saying? Like, but you ain't just gonna make it and be living in Cincinnati and just like, yeah, this is the base. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't even really sell enough there to even survive off, you know what I'm saying? Like, be big at that.
Are the artists there, are they supportive of each other?
It's starting to get there now though, but before it was more of a competition, it was more of a race because it was like you got a bunch of people who ain't make it, who trying to make it. So when they see somebody get a little breathing room, it's like, oh, I gotta go top him, or I can't support him because if he make it before me, or if I, you know what I'm saying, if I don't make it and he make it, and why he, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, now it's like, okay, they seeing like, yeah, I gotta support this person, or I gotta support, so we all can, you know what I'm saying? So shed light on each other. So it's getting a little better now. Yeah, so.
What about the DJs in the city? Are they spinning local artists? Are they supportive?
I mean, like, you got certain ones, they'll fuck with you if your music hot. Like, if you hot and you got a wave and, you know what I'm saying, people really behind your shit, they'll fuck with you. But they getting better too. The DJ is getting better too, but it's just like I say, when you go to other cities then they city popping, they playing they city first. Yeah. So we trying to get there, but it's still, you know, like major artists first, then, you know, we put the city in, we get in where we fit in. So, you know what I mean? It's getting a little better though. Yeah.
Are there a lot of nightclubs out there?
Yeah, we got a bunch of nightclubs. Like the club scene be kind of lit too. Yeah. So
do a lot of artists tour out there too?
Yeah. A lot of artists was crazy. A lot of artists from big places get their first real live check from Cincinnati.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. We once we hop onto something, it's like, you know, boom, they getting booked. Yeah. So it's definitely a lot of artists stop through.
Yeah. Do you have any plans to move out?
Yeah, that's what I'm working on now. Like, it's just like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's a place I want to move and then bring everything back there. Cause I don't feel like being there is just going, you know what I'm saying, it's not big enough right now.
Yeah.
But, you know, if I go and make it happen and then come back and, you know what I mean, spread it, and, you know, it'll make the city bigger. Yeah, so.
All right. Talk to us about your label, NBF Entertainment.
NBF, you know what I mean, it's nothing before family entertainment, you know, like, it's a label like me and my brothers, we just started because it was like, we was trying to always figure out a name, like what mean the most to us, what we gonna do. So we went through a couple different names and it was just like, family, like, well, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing before us, like nothing after us. You know what I'm saying? We all we got. I don't got nobody else but these guys, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, so it was like, we just started it and then it was like, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, you know, do whatever I gotta do, whatever position I gotta play for us to win. And it was like, okay, boom, we gonna put you on the artist seat. And then, you know, we got another artist, you know what I mean? Guap, he from Nashville, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, but, you know, we was staying down there for a second and, you know, we met him and, you know, he locked up, you know what I mean, free Guap, but he coming home soon. Then we got, you know what I mean, Money Counter. So we got a couple different artists, you know what I mean? Then we got, like I say, we just trying to really, you know what I mean, start small, and then once we, you know, spread, you know, we want to do a lot of things. Because we actually like into filming too. I did some independent films when I was younger.
Yeah.
So.
Who do you plan to push next off the label?
Right now, like we gonna, you know, when Guap come, you know, he got something crazy coming. Then, you know, after that, you know, Money Counter. Yeah. You know, go crazy, so.
All right, let's talk to us about your most recent project for Motivational Purposes Only that you dropped back in November.
Yeah, with that project, it was more or less like, I was at a point like, you know what I mean, like, man, what I want to do, like, I want to motivate the people, like, what you doing it for, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, I kind of was just in the stage of like, man, like everybody seemed like they was just doing it for other reasons. I'm like, man, we doing it to motivate the people. So when I make music from now on, it's just to motivate them. Like if I ain't motivating you, I ain't really doing it for the money or just the, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course we want to make the money, but let's motivate the people. So I felt with that, it was like, at that point in my life, that's where it was at. Like, let's motivate them. Let's make them believe what we got going on and we stand behind it. Yeah, so like, it's crazy. I got like 13 joints on there. I got a feature with Guap Tarantino, free bands, you know, Guap, you know what I mean, with NBF, a couple other people on there, but, you know what I mean, it's mainly like produced by producer type from the city. I got Mac Niff, he a producer from the city, and I got a few producers from all over, so I just felt like, you know what I mean, it's just time to motivate them. Yeah. That's what I was up with.
How'd you link up with Guap Tarantino? That song's called Cash for It.
Oh, yeah. Actually, like, we was down here, it was, what weekend was that? Yeah, it was, I think it was AC3, if I ain't mistaken.
Okay, yeah, in October. Then.
And then my brother hit him up. So him and my brother was already having a conversation. It's like 3 in the morning. My brother like, shit, what's up? You want to do a feature with Guap Tarantino? I'm chopping it up. Because I guess we had did a couple shows with him at South by Southwest. And then we was here Super Bowl weekend.
Okay.
And then, you know, I guess they had already been talking or whatever. And it's like 3 in the morning. We just left the club. He like, you trying to go do it? So I'm like, man, I really ain't in the mood, but fuck it, let's do it. But he was tired too. So we ended up linking up like the next day, and then we went in there like, you know, we playing each other music, and when he heard that, he like, oh yeah, I'm fucking with that, let's do it. And then, you know, we came back, shot the video, which we about to put out in a minute.
Okay.
Too. Yeah, so.
Yeah. Who produced that thing?
Mac Niff, he from Cincinnati.
Okay.
Yeah, hot producer from that.
Yeah. How's the feedback been on for this project?
Oh yeah, it been good. Like I say, I could push it a little bit more harder, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in due time. See, me, how I be looking at it, like, I be trying to just move so fast on to the next. And it's like, hold on, let me just ride this out a little bit, like, you know, and really get the feedback that we looking for. But the feedback been good on the project. Like, I've been getting a little support off of it.
Yeah. Did you have a personal favorite song on the project?
Personal song. It had to be Kill Me in My City. For Guap, yeah.
Why that one?
Because it's like, that's what's really going on. A lot of people, like, when they get successful, it's like, you go other places, you know what I mean, you straight, but in your own city, it's like, you know, you kill you in your city. And what's crazy, we made that song the day Nipsey died.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because we had a session, and we had heard about it. So me and him, we on the way to the session, and it was just like, the vibe was kind of off. Like, I really didn't even want to record this. I never met Nipsey, never knew him, but it just felt like that. So I just lost somebody I knew. So we like, really like, shit, man, I don't even know what to rap about. I don't even know what I'm about to go in here and say. I felt like I knew this man. And I'm like, shit, I just rap about what's going on. And like, shit, Kill Me in My City. And we just came up with it. Like, producer paid the beat, and I just went in there and said it. And then did the verse. I ain't even write none of nothing. We did it right there on the spot.
Sure.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And now you got a new single out right now called Match My Fly.
Yeah. Yup, it's produced by DMC. He won the Global. He was Quay and all them from down here. Yeah. Young producer from down here. So I've been doing a lot of work with him lately.
Okay.
So yeah.
What can you tell us about this single?
It's like a high energy, you know, this you know, fly like a turn up joint, and it's like we really finna shoot the video for that, you know what I mean? Like go crazy with it, promote it, like, you know, see what it do. But that's the latest joint that I just put out.
Okay. You working on a new project right now?
Right now we just dropping music, really. We just, you know, trying to really get the brand bigger before we just put a project out. Like, rather, you know, just keep putting it out, you know, dropping singles, and once we get hotter, then we give you, you know, a project or something. Yeah,
that's what's up, man. Who's some other producers you've been working with lately?
Crack God.
Okay.
I think he's from like North Carolina, but he stayed here too.
Yeah, he stayed down here.
Yeah. So I've been working with him a lot. I actually was working with him for a while, and then, you know, we just been building, and other producers, who else I've been really working with? Like I say, producers in the city mainly tight, you know, like. Yeah.
Is there like a specific sound coming out of Cincinnati right now?
Nah, it's kind of like all over the place. Like, that's one thing I can say is like not a specific sound. It's like everybody got their own style for real. So, you know, it's different. So you ain't going in like just hearing one sound. Like, you different artists sound, and they don't, you know what I mean? Everybody sound different a little bit.
Yeah. And going through your YouTube channel, so you did a couple movies too, right?
Yeah.
What motivated you to start shooting some movies?
Cause I just like writing, actually. Like, I just on some bullshit one summer, and it was like, let me write a script or something. Let's just see what I can do. I wrote the motherfucker, and when I wrote it, I was just doing it for some, you know, kill time. Like, we actually, like, when one of my guys, we had this little thing, cause I was probably about 17 when I wrote the first one.
What was the first one called?
It was called The Last Shot.
Okay.
So it was like, we had this little program at the little community center. Before they let us play basketball, we had to like go sit with these people and talk about what we wanted to do, you know, shit like that. And one of my guys told the people at the program, like, hey, man, you know, we got a script. Like, cause they was trying to get us to do like a summer, give us like a summer job or something. Like, well, if y'all want to do anything for the summer, what would y'all do? He told them about that, and it was like, I really wasn't really on this shit. Like, man, I just did it for the fuck of it. And then when they seen it and they got to reading it, like, they like, yeah, this, you know, this dope. Like, and they wanted to really invest in it. So they got somebody to invest. Like, we ain't really know shit about making a movie. We just knew, you know what I mean? No experience. It was like, we just hood kids who just trying to have fun for the summer. When they got the person to, you know, back the film, they like bought like cameras and stuff like this. So we had to shoot everything on our own, and you know what I'm saying, with no experience, get all the actors. It was like low budget. It was like, we just said, fuck it, we gonna make a movie. And when we made it, it's crazy because it's like, we end up getting like 2 premieres for it.
Oh, yeah.
We got like one in the city, and then we did one in DC at the Avalon Theater.
Oh, shit.
And they brought like 100 kids from like Baltimore and all that from the Boys and Girls Club. So we in here with our peers, and we like, man, they finna clown our movie, and you know, cause they came in, you know, they rowdy, and you know, like, we like, man, we finna have to be up here, you know, vibing with them or whatever. But during the movie, like, everybody was loud. When the movie went off, we seen how, you know what I mean, their reaction was, and it was like, they really looked like, damn, y'all made this, and like, it was just crazy though. Yeah, like, it was just a dope experience. Like, and then the other one, you know, was just like a follow-up. Like, for instance, we did the first one, let's do another one.
Yeah.
And what's crazy with the second film, it was like, during this time, this is around the time like I had lost my brother. And right after that, I had a cousin. He was really into the acting. So he was like the main person into the acting in the films in the first 2. He had that, well, he had killed himself.
Oh, shit.
So it was like we had to put the film on hold for a minute. And it was just like, you know, during that little stage, it was just like tough. So then we ended up like, man, we gotta finish it. We finished it, you know, had a like little showing, and you know, from there it was.
Plans to shoot some more?
Yeah, I think I want to get back into it, because like, what's crazy is I made a lot of money off like filming.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we sold like a lot of DVDs and stuff like that. Like, so it's something fun to do. I really would like either be an extra or behind the scenes, you know, scenes more than like, with that, it was like, I kind of had to be one of the main characters, because it was like, it was like, who could you depend on more than yourself to be there? So it was like, you know, we couldn't pay nobody to, you know what I'm saying? We end up, what's crazy, we did get a check off of it. And, you know, I split it up with all the guys. So we got paid, but, you know, in the beginning, it ain't no check. It's just, you got to be here every day this time.
Yeah.
We got to get this shit done. And, you know, we was able to get a nice check, and, you know, we cut it down with all the guys.
Shit.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to write the movies?
Like 2 weeks.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. It's, I mean, if I'm really focused and locked in on it, like 2 weeks.
Yeah. All right, that's what's up. All right, what's some of your goals for the rest of 2020?
Man, 2020, I really try to make this MBF brand like big as possible. Like, you know, one of the hottest independent labels. Like, I'm trying to have all the artists, you know, like, you know, recognized. Like, I'm trying to have everybody, you know, in a position to win.
Yeah.
You know, because I feel like we've been grinding for a long time, and it's like always been setbacks. And it's like, you know, just trying to right your wrongs and figure out like, okay, where am I going wrong? Like, what am I not, you know, investing in right? Where this is like, because we done tried everything, like shows, you know, booking stuff, like platforms, and it's like, okay, where's we going wrong? Like, well, you know what I'm saying? So it's really just to, you know, get everything on the right page, really, and, you know, focus on making the label bigger. Yeah.
All right, Jose, any last words, any shout outs?
Man, I just want to shout out the city, shout out the whole Cincinnati, you know, shout out the whole down the way, like the whole MBF, you know, everybody I fuck with, family, you know what I'm saying? Of course, shout out to Off the Porch, man, DGB, man, for the love, you know, having us.
Got a bad to get. I ain't even got no time. I need the baddest bitch. She gotta match my fly. You give her cash or shit. I got her off my vibe.